Hi, my name's Elle and I am learning to be a seamstress. Okay, I haven't got any makeup on and I'm in my pyjamas essentially, but that's fine. Okay, so I wanted to do a video basically documenting making the everyday jeans pattern, which is a pattern by New Craft House. Myself and Hazel from my podcast, our podcast, the Tipsy Sewists, we have both chosen this pattern to review in one of our episodes, so I thought why not do a video at the same time. So I have got the pattern, printed it out in A0. I'm going to cut it now, and then my plan is to toile it with this, well, it's this like, it feels like I've washed it, right? So it's this canvas fabric, but it feels legit like cardboard. I don't know what happened, but I washed it and it all went wrong basically. I only washed it on a 30, so I'm not really sure why it's come out like this, but I mean, it is just a toile, luckily. I am going to iron it and hope that that softens it a bit. I did use fabric softener, but that obviously didn't work. So I'm going to toile it with that. And then the lovely ladies at New Craft House has given me some black fabric for free. So I'm going to make a pair of black jeans. Hopefully I wear them all the time and they become a firm favourite in my wardrobe. But yeah, we'll see. I will take you along my journey and give you some updates along the way. Let's see. My camera's about to die, which is great. First of all, it's just flashing at me. So quickly then, I wanted to talk you through how I made my toile. So I used that fabric that I've just mentioned. I cut out all my pieces and I cut them out in a size 12, which, long story short, I didn't measure myself. I kind of went off my normal measurements, and actually I should have gone for a size 14 because my hip measurement has changed. My hips I thought were a 40 and now they're like a 41. So yeah, I should have gone for that or something like that. Yeah, so I should have gone for the size 14. That was my fault. So anyway, I made the toile. I actually took ages making really nice pocket bags. I don't know what I was thinking. It wasn't even a wearable toile. It was just a toile, and I chose this really nice fabric for the cotton, really nice cotton floral for the pocket bags, and then spent ages making. My camera did die. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. That is bizarre. Anyway, long story short, I will show you what they looked like when I finished them. So I knew it was going to be a toile. They weren't going to be wearable because it's this horrible cardboard fabric. But anyway, they fit around the waist, but they were far too tight around the hips, like a lot, as you can see in this next video. So I had to go back to the drawing board and make toile number 2. So I don't think I have photos of toile number 2, but I'm gonna talk to you about how that went. So I spoke to some colleagues and got some advice as well, and I decided to just cut them in a straight size 14. So I'd done the straight 12, but try the straight 14. Now, oh sorry, quickly going back to that previous toile, you can see on the back there was a lot of gaping around my waist because I mean, I do have a smaller waist than my hips, but that 12, even with the 12, there was a lot of gaping at the back. So anyway, I decided to see what the 12 would look like in the 14, and it did fit around the hips, but was obviously way too big around the waist. I knew that, but I just wanted to just double check, see how it would fit on that straight 14. Because also I was told that once it fits fully around the bum, it might reduce some of that fabric and take it out of the waist. So it will bring it down so that maybe the gap, would become less once it fit around the bum, which makes sense. The curve would kind of pull that fabric down. So anyway, so then I realized that I was happy with the fit around the hips, and what I needed to do next was to grade from the 14 at the hips into a 12 at the waist, but also I needed to pinch some of that gaping that I still had out of the back leg pieces and the waistband. So in order to do that, this has a straight waistband piece, this pair of jeans. I needed to turn that into a curved waistband to fit my body better. So I took about 2 inches out of the back of the waistband and also out of the yoke and actually no, just to the bottom of the yoke. Essentially what I did is I made a dart. I like basically pinched out a triangle of fabric on that yoke and on the waistband so that it was an isosceles triangle out the back, so that that gape was taken away. I then transferred what I had taken out, so I just drew in red marker pen that triangle, then I transferred those markings onto my paper pattern pieces and basically just cut off those excess bits that I didn't need. But I did have to change my waistband from being that to having that excess taken out and making it more of like a V shape. And once I did that, then I went about, I'm so sorry, I need to turn my phone off loud, I don't know why I'm doing that. Then I did my third twirl, but my third twirl I did in my black fabric. So essentially I cut out all the pieces because I was confident that the changes I'd made on my second twirl and transferred that to the paper, I was confident that they were going to work, because I got that second twirl fitting perfectly and then just transferred all those markings onto my paper pattern. And I basically cut out all the pieces in my black fabric and then basted that all together. And it was another step that not a lot of people would have done, but I was determined to get them to fit so well. So I basted them all together, happy with the fit. I knew it was going to be perfect, and I unpicked it all. And then I went about the proper process. I really took my time. And yeah, so I started doing the waist pockets. I started doing those pocket bags, and I chose a really lovely rainbow viscose twill fabric as my pocket bag. I love having that like different pocket bag lining fabric. And then yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I've done the pocket bag, and yeah, stay tuned for the next bit. Okay, it's a new day. I have, you're the first person I've spoken to today, because I am alone in my flat and it feels a bit weird. So I've washed my hair, that's the update, and it's a new day and I wanted to give you an update on my jeans. So last night I spent about 4 hours, maybe less, really taking my time. I now have a fly. Woo! I mean, I'm very, very proud of this. It's not the neat, I mean, it is neat. For me, this is so neat. The only issue I had was that I was still having issues with the top stitching thread skipping stitches. Now, I don't think that you're gonna notice that when I'm wearing them. I mean, maybe you will, maybe other sewists will, but I'm really proud of it. It's my first time top stitching. There's definitely an issue with the thread that I'm using. I've tried everything, like absolutely everything. So I don't think it's a me problem, and I've spoken to my colleagues at Buy Hand London and everything they suggest that I've tried, and I don't think it's me. Like, I'm trying everything. I think it's just something with either my machine or the thread, and usually I will hold my hands up and say that was me, like I didn't do that very well. But this, I tried so hard. And some of the top stitching, like on, where was it? Oh yeah, like this first line of top stitching there, the first outer one had no skip stitches and was absolutely beautiful. And then as soon as it got down to the bottom, it started skipping. And then up here on my second line, it started skipping. So I don't know what to say. Anyway, so then I've gone onto my back and I've added my first pocket. See, that looks, oh, I mean, that's not great down there. I might need to unpick that because it's much further away than the other side. I mean, I don't know. So I've done my first back one. I've top stitched my yoke. So now I'm going to add my second pocket, attach that to my other back pair, my other jean back, whatever it's called. And then I'm going to do the waistband. We are so close. So here they are. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is my final pair of jeans. So this is my final little twirl I did. I kind of basted my front and back legs together and basted on the waistband. And I'm super happy. So I'm going to unpick that and get it all sewn together. Woo. Hello everyone. I don't know why I decided to record this last bit in my living room. But here we are. I'm dog sitting at the moment. So Lola's having a little nap. Yes. Okay, so I have the jeans on. Here we go. This is so weird that I decided to change my whole setup and I'm not even showing you the jeans. I mean, you can kind of see them, but I have them on, I'm wearing them, and that is that. I've done it, you know. It took a long time. I really struggled with that top stitching and I found out why. So it wasn't the issue with the thread or the tension or anything like that, or my stitching. It was the needle. So I used a jeans denim specific needle for the whole process because I'm making jeans and I thought that's what I should do. And I didn't think anything of it being that would be the problem. It wasn't until that needle broke just before the end that I swapped to a heavy duty needle because I didn't have another denim one, and the top stitching worked perfectly. So basically I struggled the whole way through using this jeans needle for this top stitching, and actually it was the needle that was wrong and I needed to use the heavy duty needle, and then it worked fine. But you know, I'll learn that for next time. Anything else? Yeah, they came up quite short on me and I'm 5'2" and I didn't take any length out and they are quite short. I'm gonna keep going back until you can see. I'm happy with that length, but if anyone was a bit taller than me, maybe you would struggle. But the fit is perfect. I mean, it absolutely fits me to a T. If anything, I'd say it fits me too well. You know, they're not your comfy lounging around doing some shopping jeans, because they are like so snug on my bum, on my hips, on my waist, that there isn't a lot of ease. So I wore them out for dinner and like on the way home I felt very full, and that wasn't the best feeling. But they do like completely fit me. Oh, wait for my lighting to change. They do completely fit me, and I am really happy with them. You know, it's my first pair of jeans. I tried to do it properly. I did all the toiles, I took my time, I did all the top stitching, and I'm really proud of myself and I'm really proud of them, and I'm definitely going to make these again. Now I've done all of my adjustments, I'm going to make them again in a different fabric. So I am really excited about that. If you want to listen to our podcast episode all about these jeans, I mean, you can listen wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and I think it was episode 23, I think, 22 or 23. We release episodes every 2 weeks. We're called the Tipsy Sewists. It's not the most serious of podcasts. We just have a laugh and talk about nonsense, but we also do talk about sewing and fabric and everything to do with this craft that we love, and we do review. Both of us went away, made these jeans, and talk about it on that episode. So yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for watching, following along my jeans journey. I hope you enjoyed it and you found it somewhat useful or entertaining, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.